What's up, guys? Today I'm going to go over the trade that I took this morning in NASDAQ for pre-market. So first and foremost, on the daily chart, we are bouncing right off the 21 EMA. So that's a level that I tend to look for when, if we do have pullbacks, that can be a really good bounce spot. And if we don't bounce from there, then that's brings a little more caution to me and the market. So as we get down to a lower time frame, we go down to our 4-hour chart here. We were just about at the 4-hour 200 EMA. And then also we have this candle here, this 4-hour candle. So let me get rid of that. The so yesterday's last 4-hour candle, and I'll put an arrow to which one I'm talking about. This one right here. Notice that 1, 2, 3. We had 3 4-hour candles in a row that barely, this one right here did not close underneath the candle. This candle right here did not close underneath this low, and so on and so forth. And then finally we undercut it in the higher time frame and then bounced strong. So let's go down to another lower time frame here. So we go down to our 5-minute. Let me get rid of a lot of this. Um, so my target was here for a short trade. I wasn't trying to hold through the news today. That was kind of one of the keys that I was looking for. Was I don't tend to hold through news too often. So we came up, and this high specifically, this 6:40 high Eastern time, created this new low here. So once we broke above that high with displacement, we created a fair value gap and also a breaker block right here. That is a unicorn setup. As we continued lower, or as we continued to bounce, we came into that fair value gap and created a swing low, a higher low, a lower low, and a higher low. So once we closed on these candles, I said, okay, we're going to go long with a stop below the swing low, targeting the 200 EMA on the 5-minute chart and also this specific high. So as we break down into a 1-minute chart, even a little deeper, so as we got into this 3R here, this is where I started trimming. So we got our 3R, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to trim half here, and I originally did. I trimmed half and set stops to this 18550. Why that level? Well, that 18550 was the candle that created the break of structure with a fair value gap, meaning that this candle's low should not get taken out, or else we are more likely to pull back and reverse. As we continued there, I was thinking, okay, we took a little bit here, and then we kind of chopped around for a bit, still kind of waiting for news. If we look, my total R that I was looking for was about 3.6, 3.7. When I was at 3R, what was the if I was going to get stopped out, I was thinking, well, what would I get if I get stopped out? So this is risk management here. If I get stopped out at this 18550, then I would have only gotten a 1.5 R. Closing, if I would have closed it at the actual take profit, I would have only gotten a 3.7 R. So there was, and I was at 3 R. So I was only looking to get 0.5 R more, but if I would have gotten stopped out, I would have been 1.5 R only on the whole trade and down 1.5 R from those highs. So when we got to this level, I didn't want to trade the news too much. We've had a wonderful, great week and month so far. It's the 31st, so I wanted to make sure we end the month strong. So I decided that for that reason, I was just going to close the trade in full. It was right on these candles here, right around 8 o'clock Eastern time. So that's where I said, okay, because my new stop loss is is 1.5, and the total R that I'm going to collect is only 3.6. So I was only looking to get a little more. I'm just going to close this fully. And that's perfectly fine. That's exactly what we did. We closed it in full, collected a full 3R on the trade, great trade, and then it did continue with the news. No big deal to me. I have no FOMO. And so that's kind of why I trimmed that early. That was my thought process to this trade. It was specifically a market structure shift, quantum pivot style of trade. That was kind of the model that I was using off of this trade. Also on the 5 minute, that was right near the 200 EMA. So I didn't want to risk kind of too much. So that's why I trimmed a little, that's why I cut a little early on this trade. Could have held, could have gotten a lot more profits. No big deal to me. I'm happy with the trade that I did take. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day.